Hey everybody, it is TorontoUnicorn coming with you fresh with some hot advice, fresh for the couples out there or anybody who just wants to get better at interpersonal skills in the bedroom and everywhere else. I recently was taking a course on BedUcated, which is a sponsor of this video. They are an online pleasure-based sex education website. I go to them when I want to learn new techniques or like something my guy's into that I'm not sure about, like, I don't know, deep throating, spanking, whatever. I want to like get better at it. So I actually was interested in taking this course called Roadmap to Intimacy, and it was for couples, and it was a bunch of videos. And I'm gonna say, like, me and my guy did it together. We watched all the videos from the first one, which was called Emotional Intimacy, and it had all these different pillars. So why do I want to tell you about it? Well, let's just say that we found it fucking helpful. Okay, so it's kind of like couples therapy, but like in a nutshell, and like, here you go, like in the video format. There was only a few exercises we did, but we found them helpful. One of them was that we had to write the top 3 things we admire about our partners, and it was really fun to like share that moment with one another. And then, yeah, it was really helpful to explain how the safety of emotional intimacy is needed before, you know, the extra stuff, the physical intimacy, the sensual and sexual intimacy. And it really made sense for anybody who wants to get better at sex or get better at being in their own body in the middle of these experiences. This course is really helpful because it helps you understand how your body, like physiologically and like emotionally, everything has to feel for you to be able to thrive and live your best life. So I thought I would tell you about it in the intimacy of my bedroom. Yeah, this is where all the magic happens sometimes. Anyways, one of the biggest helpful nuggets was the use of I statements instead of you statements. This is a way to make sure your partner doesn't get defensive when you're trying to resolve a conflict, such as, you know, I am impacted when the sound of your music is really high versus you are playing your music too loud. That is a different way of saying something, right? You know, I'm having a hard time with the sound instead of you are too loud. That is really helpful. And so I noticed that right away we started practicing this. And then the next one was we learned about internal and external processors of people, different types. Some people, like in the analogy they gave, was they like to solve a math problem in their head and then shoot out the answer. And then that's the internal processors. And then the external processors are the people that like to like talk things through, and like they don't really want a solution from you all the time. They just want to have airtime and have somebody like hear them and like validate them and like talk things through. And I'm like, wow, it's so true. One of us is usually, you know, this, you know, he's the internal processor, I'm the external processor. At one point, there was one part of the program where my guy was like, can we just rewind that? I want to like really hear it again. And so we really listened to it again, and he's like, yeah, this is really helpful. It wasn't so like therapy kind of stuff. It was more like, here's some best practices to like stop, you know, having those rough around the edges conflicts, like that miscommunication or poorly worded or, you know, insufficient notice about, you know, and something like these are the things that can cause friction and conflict in relationships. But the way that these little nuggets of information help, like the I statements and the understanding everyone's processing. So you might want to be, you know, more open-minded that they might think or process things differently. They also talked about, you know, avoidance styles in relationships or when there's conflict. The people who want to hide away like a scared cat, or the people like are, you know, like dogs pawing on a door who are like, come on, can we fix this? Can we fix this? So again, that was a moment that resonated with both me and my guy, and I identified as one and he identified as the other. We're like, yeah, that makes sense. So we found this really helpful. And so I love BedUcated. They are a sponsor of this video, and I choose my sponsors carefully. So I trust them, and believe it or not, it is a Black Friday sale. It is the cheapest you will ever get it since I have been watching. 60% off with the code UNICORN for at least the month of November 2023. Make sure you sign up with my special link in the description of this video. BedUcated has over 100 online courses with some of the world's top experts. Some of them are very like full of personality too. So it's not like you're sitting in class learning this stuff. You're learning from real people who've got real street smart and book smart experience. It is a 14-day money-back guarantee, so you are not locked in if you hate it. You can totally get your money back. They don't even bill you for like the first 24 hours. So it's all cool. Click the link. You'll get 60% off your annual membership. I think it's like as low as $6.67 a month. $6.67 a month. It's kind of like your own streaming service for sexual education. And honestly, I'm ready to invest in my bedroom and my sex life. And if you are too, sometimes you don't know how to do that. And Google and YouTube can only get you so far. So I hope that you've enjoyed this little summary of the roadmap to intimacy. I loved it. I want to do more couples courses. I want to see what else me and my guy can benefit from. And I see there's even some, shibari courses out there soon. So there's so much I want to see. So date nights are looking a little different lately, but very, very fun, very a little like, I don't know, streaming foreplay, if you will. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, don't forget to come to TorontoUnicorn.com for all of my links, including all of my uncensored podcasts where I don't have to be coy and shy about the words that I use. And I don't know about you, but I am very comfortable being vulgar, and I hope you enjoy that. So find me on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or anywhere else you want to listen to me.